Hello friends, today we're playing some games on the new patch, on the new maps versus elazer. This is going to be a Protoss versus Zerg matchup. For the people who are not aware, a lot of things have changed, but a quick overview. There's been a Hydra upgrade buff. The Infestor now spawns with 75 energy, has slightly less range on the fungal. The Baneling has been nerfed with the HP as well as the damage versus light. The Mothership has been completely changed and the Tempest has been buffed as well. In the 3 games that I played against elazer, all of these changes can be seen. We have some epic games, vastly different from what we usually see, and I'm honestly really excited. I don't think I've had this much fun playing StarCraft 2 in quite a while. Just the different strategies, the different styles. You know what? Maybe I should just stop talking so you can watch the games. Enjoy! Alright, first game is going to be on... I can't even recall what this map is called, honestly. I'm so bad with map names and remembering what maps look like and, you know, just mixing and matching the new map names with the little pictures in their head. The only map I can remember the name of right now is Oceanborn. To be fair, 7 new maps is quite a bit, obviously. This is also on the balanced test mod, like I mentioned. And yeah, I'm just kind of excited to show how the games play out. They're very different. I think the Baneling is still a unit that gets utilized in the PvZ matchup, but just in the early upgrade stage. It really is more of an early to early mid-game unit right now. So there's some all-ins in which the Baneling, I think, is quite powerful, but getting upgrades for the Baneling, it very often doesn't feel quite worth it because the Baneling just lost a lot of power. It really did. So you're looking at the Baneling role has almost completely changed in the PvZ matchup. We've been seeing some Infestors mixed in. Neural Parasite as a mid-game tool is kind of weird to play against, honestly, but it works relatively okay. The funny thing is that I actually haven't quite been capable of getting out Motherships yet, which is, well, I'm not sure if that's worrying or fun or good or bad. I don't actually know, you know, how I wanna quantify that or how I wanna talk about it. I just haven't been capable of getting to them. I think it generally is a good sign that when a big patch arrives, is that people can't just rush into the late game and people are playing with their new toys in the mid game. I think that is good because that's what you want. After things usually, they tend to get more figured out, and then you'll see games gravitate more towards the late game. I'm personally not opposed to having a more stale meta, but I know a lot of people prefer switch-ups and things like that, and honestly, I'm really just excited to kind of figure out strategies and think about unit compositions in a completely different light. Like, one of the things that I really found out while testing a lot of the new RTSs, like the Zero Space and some Stormgate, is just the fun that you have while figuring out new strategies is so large. Like, that's really obviously what kind of strategy games are about, but it feels like that StarCraft at times has become such a mechanical game, and at the highest level things have been so figured out that you're just playing a very similar game just with slightly different tricks or slightly different little things. And now, ever since the patch, like I've been playing quite a bit. It's been phenomenal. Like, there's just a lot of different things that are happening. Like, I've been Cyclone rushed and just straight up died, which obviously it sucks to, like, it freaking sucks to lose. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's not like I'm sitting here, oh, another loss to a build I've never seen before. That is great. I love my life. No, but just it is still fun to see new things being used. Oh my god, freaking Transfuse is busted. We should get that out of the game. That's going into the next patch notes, guys. Right, hot from the press, straight from my whining into the patch notes. That's how we do it nowadays. So Protosses are in power. So I'm getting a Twilight Council. I'm gonna follow this up with a robotics facility up here as well. We have very solid eco because I play this. Well, I don't want to say extremely greedy, but greedy to an extent that we haven't quite seen before. This is absolutely awful. I have no clue what I'm doing here. elazer, oh my god, I'm gonna lose this. No, I'm not. elazer often does this, where he sacrifices 2 links to kill a work, and I'm just thinking to myself, even if you get the worker, I just double chronoed, is that even really worth it? Like, it's the same amount of money, and that's a larva that it ties up for you. Like, Protoss production works different than Zerg, so I actually think losing a unit there is, if you want to rebuild it, then it's probably worse for Zerg at basically any point. It's a nice little supply block as well. I'm very happy that I get to live through here. Oh, that's just great. Let's see what he's actually doing worker-wise. Are we droning up? 6 minutes is a good timing to scout that. Or are we building stuff? Ooh, there's a Hydra den over there. There's definitely a Hydra den over there. So that gets these upgrades out real quick. We can see which units are being produced one at a time. Go up to 10 gates maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4. This feels beautiful. One more battery as well. Just because I see Hydras in production. Hydras are really expensive. They're units that are just not so good, basically. Like they suck, you know? Well, they don't suck, but they're very expensive, and I don't think I'm gonna die to this. I hope I'm not. Oh my god, so many Hydras. Oh my god, that's so many Hydras. Still gonna get a pretty fast fort base too. We can set up a Zealot run-by. One of the things that's really powerful in general is just Zealot run-bys against Hydra lanes, because it's difficult to deal with them. Oh, never mind. My opponent is not gonna allow me to get a fort base, which honestly might be a blessing in disguise. We're getting supply blocked once more. Life is good having no macro skills whatsoever to speak of. Ain't it, lads? Okay, so I think my opponent is going to be droning up behind all of this. That's... Oh, yeah, that's probably the incorrect thing to say here. Oh, he's queens with it. So we're just gonna hold position some of these oracles. Look at this. I thought I started my super battery. Hello? Okay, if I had started my super battery here, this would have been an absolute... the easiest fight of my entire life. Honest to God. Even now... No, this is not the easiest time of my entire life. The easiest fight of my entire life, but I think I might end up winning it. I don't want to lose every single unit that I've ever created, though, in the process. Taking out some stuff over here. Okay, we're gonna lose these oracles, that's for sure. Do have another base on the way, though, so that's nice for me, at least. Is he really gonna pick this up and start dropping or something? Like some idiot. Thinking, oh, such a cool move. Actually losing this game, which would make me so sad. I don't want to lose this game. Thought I had an oracle on the way. Or sorry, an immortal. Yep, there we go. So, oh, this thing is still busy. That Zealot just never quit, did it? Zealot never quits. No. What is the? Oh, this is gonna be the. It's gonna be the Hydras, isn't it? Yeah. Nice attempt. Yeah, nice try, buddy. Oh, I'm gonna lose this though. So I lose a prism. My opponent loses a medevac. Both of us lose something. I have a fort base up. That's mining. My opponent has absolutely nothing. It's this type of strategies that I actually am somewhat afraid of, but at the same time, I'm really not afraid of. I've played this so improper. To be fair, my opponent probably also made some blunders, build order-wise, but also just, you know, just in general. Oh, this is bad. 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 Oh, this is also bad by my opponent, though. It's gonna be caught out here by like an idiot. Wonder what's in there. So I lost that base, which is not great. Not happy with that. But at the same time, my opponent's gonna lose absolutely every single worker. Adios, elazer. Wanted to move that back. Didn't quite get that done. So just for a drop here in my natural. So it's Hydra drops all around. GG! We get the dub over here. Nice strategy. Tried his best, but it's not enough. This is the type of stuff you're gonna see. And don't forget in these situations that continuing upgrades is super important. Because very often, the advantage that you're gonna get, it has to be economical, ideally, but if they drone up behind it, you don't have a fort base, and you don't have better upgrades, you could actually be in a very bad spot. Now, this was a non-optimized build, I think. Like, there was definitely some mistakes, but then again, I forgot to use my super battery. So, this is the type of... Like, honestly, almost every game just looks like this. Like, you get weird situations, you get fun little games. I've been enjoying it so much. I know a lot of people are gonna hate it and keep dying, but yeah, I think it's fun. This map is called Solaris. Au crédit apicole, voya la vie en rouge. I don't know what that means, but I think that might be French. So it's I hope this map wasn't made by a French person, because the problem with France is that it's just a little bit too close to Belgium. There's very little countries that are close to Belgium that produce normal people. And it's not the problem of those countries. The Netherlands actually is the only country that has managed to produce a somewhat normal population. You still a solid 35% of the population consists of like idiots. But that is going to be the case with, in my opinion, most countries. It's really the minimum. It's like between 30 and 35% of your country is going to consist of complete idiots. Belgium, those percentages are flipped and then even a little bit higher on the idiot side. So the closer you are, the more likely Belgian people are going to, get out of their country and get to yours and really drag it down a bit. So got to be careful there. And France, definitely a country that has suffered that in the past. Just look at their language already. It's ridiculous. How in the world did the French language ever get the banner of a romantic language? I don't understand. Whenever I hear that, I kind of have to puke. It doesn't spark joy listening to that. Maybe it is because you're always forced to listen to it. French people, of course, the only people that go on a holiday to Thailand and then speak to their guide in French. This actually happened. We went on my honeymoon. I went to Thailand, well, with my wife, not by myself. It would be one hell of a honeymoon going by herself. Not much of a honeymoon. All right, so we went on some boat tour, visiting some islands, and we got stuck on a boat with legitimately French people exclusively. There was 25 people on the boat. There was 2 people from Switzerland, and me, my wife, and I think 1 German dude. And French people, this is an actual rule. If there's more than 2 French people in any space, that means that now the main language between those 2 is definitely going to be French. I've been to dinners with 25 Germans and then me, and everyone on the entire table will be speaking English, just out of respect for me. I've been to dinner with 25 English or Americans, and then 2 French people, and the 2 French people will be speaking French exclusively with each other. This is a well-established fact. Many biologists have witnessed this as well. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm sure it's great. Now, on that boat, they started addressing the guide in French, while it was obvious after the first attempt that the guide did not speak French. This, however, does not discourage a French person. What a French person does when someone else doesn't speak French is just repeated the message louder and more clearly. Because they thought the issue is not with them speaking the wrong language, but the issue is with, on the receiving end. They must be stupid. They didn't understand clearly, despite me speaking the greatest language in the world. So they repeated slowly, and again, didn't work. And honestly, the entire day, people continue trying this. I think it might have something to do with them just kind of getting in the French mode. It's like, they've been speaking French the entire day. They forget that they're in a foreign country where, the people speak Thai. And then as the second language, a lot of people, especially in the tourist industry, are going to be speaking English. Oh, nice try, Laser, but you're not fast enough for this. This is really risky. I was actually very late with that gateway, which is my mistake. I do almost regret that. Well, I almost regretted it. God, life is so good being me. Come on, go die. Oh, get a second one over here. I actually know what I want to play. You know what's funny is that I think, in a way, these Stalker Zealot builds, they've gotten worse, but they've also gotten better. Now, why have they gotten better? Is because, actually, usually the main thing, like, people could hold with Roach Ling, like that was mainly Lings and then Roach Ling, but then afterwards, they eventually would build Banelings, and that's really when you would start dying as the Protoss player. But now, Banelings, they're not so good anymore in that phase. So I wonder if that's, how much that's going to matter. It obviously is going to matter. I keep saying things like, I don't think that's going to matter. I wonder if that's going to matter. Well, it's going to matter. It's not about whether it's going to matter at all. Like, it's definitely going to matter. I was like, how much is it going to matter? That I don't quite know. I got one more gas over here, maybe. Do like the thought of that. How do I have not enough workers in this thing, though? It's kind of messed up in a way. Why is this guy just hanging there with his overlord as well? Also kind of messed up in a way, no? So this base is toast. People always just build it right in front of your oracles. It's kind of messed up. Minus 75. It's expensive for... Well, I also kill a drone, right? So it's minus 125 in a way. Just gonna get maybe 4 more gateways. And then I want a battery over here. Gonna get these, like, Wait, do I? Yeah, okay. Just a single oracle onto my my initial army move out. And then a fort base over here. I think that's going to be nice. Then I have 2 oracles over here. I didn't get a forge, did I? Is that an issue? What is this? Nah, it's not an issue. Really not much of an issue, at least.
I'm here in the shadow. Extrapolating. I'm here in the shadow.
What? The man's producing a lot of crap over here.
Our pylon is under attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to fight this either, Chief. Gotta get a little forge up here, though.
You seek guidance?
More and more. We need way more stalkers, honestly. Ooh, that's bad for me. Did get caught out there just a little bit. I'm about to have blink, though. Look at this.
Research complete.
Sheep.
Not enough minerals.
Get some of these freaking roaches, huh? There we go, buddy. Yes, who's the king now? Who's the king now? It's a me. It's I. I'm the problem, it's me. At tea time, everybody agrees. I wonder if he rushed out +1 or not. The thing is, because it's so useless to rush out +1, these, like, against a lot of build orders, these builds become so much better. Because +1 Ling really is the counter to it in a way, you know? But if that is not good anymore, +1 Lings, then all of a sudden I'm feeling pretty good about myself over here. Now what's that? Oh. Blink forward, that's what that is. Oh. It's fungals. Oh, yeah. That's kind of cute in a way. So he has a lot of fungals available here. You see that?
How can I aid?
Huh. Interesting.
I'm here in the shadow.
Mineral field depleted.
Okay. I dig it. Okay, so we're playing against infestors then. Double robo, I think, is a good call. You piss off over here. More zealots is definitely what we need. Should we take out this base? No, I don't think we should. And then we're just gonna start sending them in. So I want a disruptor bay, or what you call it, a robo bay. That's what I need. I need a lot of things. Nice one. You don't hardly anything. We need to split now. Look at this. Look at me splitting. Watch me split. Hey, and watch me nay nay. Oh shot, my man is gonna move in here. A lot of zealots. Come on, brother. What I need is one of these, and I need one of these. You think we could go? I think we could go. Do I still have a hit on that out? Yeah, I do. 2 more of these. I really want to... He should split them up when they're hit by a revelation, obviously. I don't understand why Zergs never do that. He knew I was gonna blink away, no? He's just not doing it. I'm waiting for him to throw it, and I'm trying to dodge it, but he's just not blinking away, basically. That's super frustrating. Or he's not throwing the infested thing, what you call it?
Enemy has discovered us.
Whoa. What's happening here? I think I'm winning this. I'm in the main base. Just gonna kill this thing as well. Oh, he's actually trying his best with Hydras too, which is interesting. Just gonna get 1 more of these. He's investing a lot of gas, don't forget, into units in the current moment. And the current moment is real nice for my opponent, but it also means that disruptors are going to be real nice. Ah, disruptors are one more supply though. I kind of forgot about that. Kind of forgot about that, to be quite honest. Ooh, that's cute. That's real cute, even. Don't think you want to be here, Chief. Okay, so if he decides to move in here, which is completely possible with these lurkers, I'm just gonna send this crap in, and I'm gonna send this crap in, which is also hilarious to me. Ha ha ha! Hilarious. Just gonna get a dark shrine too. I think that's going to be useful. At some point in my life, at least. Oof. Just a cheeky little blink forward. Oh no, my friend. How frustrating that must have been for you. Okay, just gonna move it through the speed zone so it gets a bit faster. Still not fast enough though, obviously. Zip. Wonder if he's here, Bardo. No, he's not. Where's my... Okay, here's my disruptors. Where's my disruptors? Here's my... Oh, crap. I have a bunch of these units in the middle of the map, which actually is pissing me off. Yes, okay upgrade. We can clear this base. I'm gonna go back into this thing. I think this is a mistake, honestly. Oh, that was not the greatest shots in the world that I've ever done. Oh, I just came from the back as well, which honestly also wasn't quite brilliant. Please! Oh, no, that didn't quite hit. Oh, that was a dodge and a half, baby. Okay, well, this didn't go entirely according to plan, that's for sure. I was kind of hoping I could do something here, but... You know, I have a run-by, here. We could send these in. Please kill it, please kill it, please kill it. If I would have gotten that one, I would have actually been pretty big. Unironically. Yes, we now need to go full on base trade, I think. But we just don't have anything at home, which makes these base trades a lot harder. We did manage to get in completely. Wait, he doesn't have any detection here, does he? Where's his... I think he sent all of his overseers home, which is actually a huge blunder. Okay, maybe I can clear these. Look at this. Yeah, but he also sent the rest out. Okay, that's a loss. That's a loss. We'll accept it. Infestors against this. I think I need to transition a lot quicker in that case. I also shouldn't have been as far out of position. More zealot run-bys. It's very odd though, because usually roaches, they fall off. Look at the worker count. Like, he built so many roaches. Shouldn't be good. I think if I have a faster robotics facility here and can just get like 3-4 disruptors out, like at this point, that would be freaking huge. Because he's so low drone count. And I'm pretty high worker count. Like, I get eco really quickly. My Prism, my Observer, all of it was just way too slow here. And then I got caught out of position on this ramp once. And it's kind of what's supposed to happen. I also didn't have enough Zealot presence on the left side. It's a weird map, but don't mind it actually. I should have gone further into the main way quicker. I think I could have killed more workers as well. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with my guns for now. Okay, this map is called Heartlet. And so what have we played so far? We've played a nice little game with some Storm, or well, not Storm, with Archons. Some more camping based, and the last one we played more aggressive. We could play Colossus, but the problem that I often have with Colossus is that A, infestors come out and they could neural them. I'm not so great against that. Maybe if I add disruptors. Banelings are not much of an issue anymore, which is of course quite nice. You see that all of the compositions that elazer is going for, they have maybe some links or some banelings in the early game, but then they transition into more range-based armies, because a lot of Zergs don't feel very comfortable with the baneling. You know, after the health has been removed and after +2 loses most of it, well, loses its main use of killing probes. So the unit is really more of a kind of an early mid-game unit, which is... You just have to start thinking so different about a lot of engagement, which is really weird. Like, I've had so many engagements against like 25 or 30 banelings where I'm like, oh, I'm dead, you know, and then you lose hardly any supply. But how quick infestors come out and how fast hydras are here as well, it's yeah, there's a lot of timings. There's a lot of timings that Zerg has. They're all very stoppable, but they're just different from what we had before. So it's something we definitely need to get used to a little bit. It's hard to judge just based on how little games I've played, but from like the 25, 30 games or so I've played in PvZ, I really feel like my win rates against the players that I usually play against have improved by quite a bit. Like, it feels quite a bit easier. Oh, I want to get a mothership this game. That's what I want to do. Oh, let's do a Tempest Rush, actually. Why not? Mothership and... oh, yeah, because the Tempest with the new... what's it called? The lateral acceleration should also be really cool. So, yeah, we'll just play a little Tempest Rush over here. I'm actually excited for that. We'll take this as our third base then. This is our fourth, and this is our fifth. Oh. Don't think so, buddy. Don't think so, buddy. You ain't getting that. Getting none of that. You ain't getting none of that. Second adept will chrono it out as well, like a madman. I freaking hate watchtowers on maps. It feels like... I think watchtowers almost never contribute anything fun to the map. Either they're not important enough, or they're way too important. Think of Neo-Humanity. Like, I think the watchtowers there, they make the map worse. There's already so little attack paths, and then having 2 out of the 3 attack paths completely covered by watchtowers, I think tends to be pretty lame. And I think most of the time that's going to be the case with watchtowers. It's too good for Zerg in the early game as well. Most of the time, it's like there's no real battle for it because you can't really battle for it. Just, you know, Zerglings are the most. It's the easiest unit to kind of get rid of. It hardly costs anything. It's really hard for Protoss to deal with that. You can just leave like an adept there because you don't have that many adepts. That you can just leave 2 adepts at random watchtowers. It completely ruins your build order often. So I wish that people, you know, I really think watchtowers are. They don't really promote fun gameplay most of the time. They tend to promote camping a bit more. I can't remember too many maps where I thought, watchtowers really contributed to a better game. I think they often make maps worse. I can't remember very often them making maps better. But I'm down for if anyone has, you know, a suggestion of a map where they're like, hey, Harstem, I thought at this particular map, watchtowers, they had a fun role, or they, you know, they really increased the joy I had on this map, then be sure to tell me about it. And then, you know, I think that's good as well for people to just say, it's like, hey, this is something I enjoyed, and you know, this particular mechanic, how it was implemented here, it just worked really well. I think that it is sometimes very difficult as well to figure out why a map works at times. Sometimes a map just works because of all factors kind of working together. And so it makes it really difficult that if you want to have another fun map that isn't the same, but kind of the same, it's like, hey, like what do you need to put in there to have that effect, basically? I think it can be very hard for map makers and also for the community to decide, because you don't quite know, you know, what you're judging a map based on. In general, judging maps is so hard. I used to do these Team Liquid map contests where you'd have to judge a lot of maps, and I felt completely unqualified to do it. Like, I play a lot of StarCraft and I think a lot about maps as well, but I had so little clue as to, you know, what a good map is. Like I said, I legit need like 50 games per map or something like that in order for me to feel somewhat comfortable on the map. Oh, what's this? It's like a Ling Rush or something. Bailing all in, maybe. Is this a Bailing all in? It does kind of feel like it, no? It's a lot of gas already, at least. What are you doing, bud? I think those are Lings. I need to tap him once there. Oh wait, what? Maybe it's a Hydra all in? Does he have this watchtower? I think he must. Surely he must. Okay, we have 2 right now. Third one about to pop out. Make it 5. I think with 5 we can one-shot queens. Mechanic once told me about a build with which used Tempest in the early game. Oh, look at that smooth moving, baby. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That is some absolutely beautiful crap. Look at that. Gliding, baby. We're gliding over here. We're absolutely gliding. Got some Void Rays behind us. Oh, he's Hydras. We don't need Void Rays then. I don't think so, at least.
You must construct additional pylons.
Uh oh. Okay, we're just targeting down these guys. I want to warp in a couple more sentries so I can stop Banelings from hitting. And then look, I'm just targeting down freaking Hydras over here. Actually need to get a wall up here as well. Hop. Just make sure that... how many hits do I actually need? I need more of this stuff as well. Oh, come on, I need units, dude. That's micro. This felt good, no? This thing is done. It feels a little bit ridiculous, the speed at which this thing moves. Like, wait, what's he doing? I hear stuff. I hear stuff shooting. I hear the train a-coming. It's rolling down the bend. And I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. And time keeps dragging. Cloaking field. 10 seconds. Wait, he's attacking me? Wait, the cloaking field doesn't work. Does it? That's ridiculous. What? This does actually not work. I felt like I was... Maybe he had a detection there that I didn't quite see. Oh, mothership, piss off. There is a house in New Orleans. It's... Wait, I honestly... What, did it not work? Is it just a... Is it just an animation mistake? Like, what's happening here? What was this? Ah, Tempest rushing. It's not very good, but it's good against Hydra lins, which is nice. If you can hide it until the Hydras get constructed, you can just go like 3-4 times. I don't even know how many Tempests you need to one-shot a Hydra. Like, what is this one? Is the ground? Like 3 Tempests, I guess? One-shot Hydra. I was using 5, which is, in retrospect, not very smart. just right-clicking. You need 5 for a queen. I just never played against Hydras with this setup. I want to see this thing, though. What in the world was this? So, he has no detection, or am I crazy? Oh, okay, the ocean in the back. I just didn't see it. It wasn't in the army. Okay, so here he moves back. No, it definitely does work. And then here he starts attacking. I'm like, man, this is ridiculous. I didn't realize, because he was so far back. He was just barely out of vision. Oh, okay, I see. This was good, though. This was fun. This was good fun. I like this. I had a bit of cash. He had a bit of cash. Hydra didn't stop with the Tempest Rush. Had my +1 on the way. Carries out. Life is good. Man. All right. Well, once again, I encourage everyone else as well to just play games on it. If there's anything that is bugged out, or if there's anything that doesn't work, or if there's anything you think, hey, this feels really broken at a lower level and you guys have no clue about this, then be sure to send the replay or make a Reddit thread about it and explain it clearly. Use examples. Don't just theorize. Please don't theorize. We've done a lot of theorizing. Very often things in theory sound really broken or sound really weak, and then in reality they're completely fine. And the other way around as well. So it is important that we get feedback from absolutely all levels. So please just send, just make Reddit threads. Reddit is a very good way of going about this. It's not a great forum for discussion sometimes, it feels like, but I think, making posts and put it on Twitter, all I care. Please don't send me emails with your replays and stories. It's important that the community can contribute to this. So yeah, I'm very excited for this patch. I'm excited for the tournament that I'm going to be playing this weekend. It starts on the 26th, I believe. I'll be playing on the 27th, I believe, myself. There's $1,000 on the line. We're just going to be testing all these balance changes. I have some builds prepared for it. I'm feeling very good, and I'm hoping that some of you are going to watch it as well. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all next time for a new one. Bye-bye.